Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Moviesnips. Today we're going to be focusing on the character traits that the Yautja value in human beings, citing a few rare instances of predator-human cooperation that have occurred on occasion in both the Predator films as well as in the Predator comic books. The Yautja are often envisioned as ruthless, bloodthirsty hunters who will stop at nothing when pursuing their game. While this may be true in many respects, the Yautja also have certain values, an honor code if you will, that prevents them from hunting game that does not meet a specific criteria. I won't get into the specifics of the Predator honor code, since that'll be another video for another time. I will try and discuss some of their more admirable traits and how human beings who have demonstrated these character traits from time to time have impressed the Yautja, gaining their respect, admiration, and even their cooperation on rare occasions. The Predators value certain traits like honor, strength, courage, resilience, cunning, and the ability to stalk and kill challenging and dangerous prey. I'm going to be discussing some of the Predator movies and comics in details, so spoilers begin here. In Predator 2, police officer Mike Harrigan was sought out by the city hunter Predator. Towards the beginning of the movie, it becomes clear that the city hunter Predator identifies Mike as a highly resourceful and worthy target and decides to make him the focal point of his hunt. He gets more than he bargained for when Mike eventually ends up killing him with the Predator's own smart disc weapon. After Mike kills the Predator's comrades suddenly emerge from the underbelly of the ship to collect the body of their fallen hunter. The leader of the group also gives Harrigan an antique flintlock pistol, the Raphael Adolini 1715, as a token of respect for surviving the hunt. This is probably the first time we see the Predators actually expressing reverence for a species that is physically and technologically inferior to them. The Yautja will team up with the human only when extremely necessary. This was evidenced by the Youngblood Predator Scar teaming up with Alexa Woods in the first Alien vs. Predator movie. The two teamed up because Lex promised to help the Youngblood kill the xenomorphs after an infestation of these creatures got out of hand. Scar was still just a pup, a novice who had yet to prove his worth to his clan. He realized that he couldn't do this alone, so he enlisted the help of Lex to track down and exterminate these violent creatures. Scar even went on to fashion a spear and shield for Lex. The spear was fashioned out of a xenomorph tail, and the shield out of a xenomorph head. The Scar respected Lex's skill, cunning, and courage as she faced off against an alien queen that even the Predators considered highly dangerous. While there was some level of trust and cooperation between the two, it is uncertain as to whether this sentiment was shared among Scar's fellow clan members. Just because Scar admired her and treated her as an equal doesn't mean that the other Yautja from his clan would have acted in a similar fashion if they had interacted with her. Machiko Noguchi was another human female from the Predator comic books that had initially been marked as prey by the Predators. However, unlike Lex, Machiko actually became a member of the Predator clan for one whole year, hunting alongside them after proving her worthiness. While hunting alongside the Predators, she often experienced feelings of disdain and indifference from various members of the clan. It was as if she was made to feel like a perpetual outsider, equal in name, but not truly accepted by certain members of the pack. Another example of cooperation between the Predators and humans from the Predator comic books is that of Predator Ahab of the Tartarus clan and Galgo Helder, chief security officer aboard the ship, the Gayron, which was sent on a salvage mission to the moon LV-223 in the year 2219. After he and fellow crew members Higgins and Piper abandoned the rest of the crew of the Gayron, Galgo encounters a predator whom he dubbed Ahab that forced him to jointly track down and hunt a lone engineer. Ahab showed interest in Galgo because the latter was seen carrying an engineer's weapon. If some of you are unfamiliar with who the engineers are, they're the giant progenitor race featured in the movie Prometheus, who are on average about 9 feet tall and are highly intelligent, possessing very advanced technology. Ahab would subsequently ally himself with Galgo and the remaining survivors of the Gayron in an effort to survive the hostile challenges that lay ahead of them on LV-223. While on LV-223, Ahab and Galgo would come face to face with a large six-legged predator. The two would cooperate with one another to hunt and kill the giant beast, thereby creating a bonding experience between them. At this point in their relationship, Ahab would even begin to respect and admire Galgo's relentlessness and courage in battle. They would even exchange stories around a campfire, reminiscing on how each of them received their battle scars in previous encounters. Galgo would eventually help Ahab in his hunt against the engineer, and the two would even manage to kill the engineer after Galgo helped save Ahab's life in the heat of the battle. After the two witnessed the Perseus explode, Ahab returned to the wreckage and began rummaging through it as Galgo, confused, tried to tell him that the engineer was dead. The Yautja then excitedly grabbed the engineer's skull and spinal column, holding it up in victory as he roared. Galgo, now alongside Foster, Chris, and Jill, who came to investigate the explosion, said that he was beginning to like Ahab. Foster replied, "Yeah, until he kills us next." But Galgo told her that they were too minor league for him. As the Yautja walked away, Galgo commented that Ahab finally got his whale. I'd like to thank you for watching my video today. If you feel I missed anything or would like to add anything to this discussion, please feel free to comment down below. Please also remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and please check out my channel for more Predator videos.